Hello everybody, welcome back. So, I made a 6-minute video yesterday and for some reason everybody seemed to want to watch that one. So I'm going to make them short and sweet from now on. Seems like the best way, and if you want extended content you can join the Patreon. So if it's the quick summaries of price action that you want, that's what you're going to get. So make sure that you like and subscribe to this channel. Right, so in the most simplistic way to summarize what's going on with Bitcoin right this very moment in time is that it's effectively neutral, right? It's neutral. It could go up and it could go down. So that is basically it. There is no particular direction present on the chart, not quite yet. However, over the next couple of days, there might be a pump signal on this 4-hourly that would likely take us up to the areas lost, like $44,000, and we'll see if it carries on from there. At the moment, that pump signal is not generated, not yet. It's almost there. So we've got 4 portions of the Itchy cloud that need to come together at the same time. So starting off with a green portion of the cloud, leading portion, price action above the cloud. QQ span needs to close outside of the cloud, which is so far, probably going to do it later on today. We'll see, and that's if we can maintain this price or higher. Otherwise, we'll be going back down again. And obviously, the last portion is the cross that already happened over here. So we're 3 of the 4 components from a pump signal generated on a 4-hourly. So that's not too bad. We're trending above most moving averages as well. We came down after that rejection from the 200 simple down to the 21 exponential. So still offering at least another retest of this area in the top of the band. So we're talking the upper $42,000 zones really. And as far as momentum is concerned, it's just consolidated with price action. On this move up, there has not been bearish divergence, not yet. There might be later, but there is not yet. So just move it to a daily to see what's going on with a daily, which again is more or less direction neutral. We're pushing that Bollinger Band at the moment. We haven't closed above it yet. It looks like we want to, but again, it's only 10 o'clock in the morning at the moment. There's plenty of price action to be had to see which way we close. But it's reasonably constructive, reasonably. As far as momentum is concerned, it's consolidated with the price action, which is decent, I suppose, to offer at least another run back up to the 44,000s, maybe even up to the area that was lost. Again, it is direction neutral. I think the general vibe that I'm getting for Bitcoin is on the weekly, which is one of, we can wiggle around in this area, before the halving kicks in. And this is my expectation anyway. We'll effectively live within this range, the 37 to 48, maybe wicks higher, maybe wicks lower, but live within this range until the halving, and then we'll drop off after that. And then that finish the consolidation. That would be the best scenario. The reason being is that we don't want to see this continue to break down so fast when really time is like a major component of this. We don't want us to lose this area straight away and go to this area before the halving, or even in this next couple of months, because it would be devastating for price action later on. We'd move back up, make lower lows, and we've got, I'd say, probably about another 4 months or so of consolidation yet to be had. So if we can hang around in this box, the longer the better. Now, just to play devil's advocate for anyone who misinterpreting anything that I say, this is an uptrend on a weekly. This uptrend is a strong uptrend. It's above all moving averages, but not only that, we have a trend signal on the Ichimoku cloud, which should only be cancelled out if the blue crosses the red, so conversion baseline cross negative, or this Chiku span closes back within the price, which currently would be back down into and below 29,000. That would cancel out this weekly uptrend. Doesn't look to me like that's the sort of thing that wants to happen. And over the next month or two, we can even sustain prices all the way down to 26,000 and still maintain this bullish scenario with the Ichimoku cloud's trend signal. My main issue is that, we've got an overheated money flow index read over here at 44,000. If we do make another run and close above 44,000, what we'll see is a single drive of bearish divergence on the money flow index on the weekly, which is normally all it takes to take us down. 1, 2, peak, down. Opposite happens with the lows. We can spot bullish divergence on the lows with the money flow index on the weekly with 2 drives. 1, 2 marks the low, up. 1, 2 marks the low, up. So this would be my concern. It's been my concern since we got to this read anyway, which is obviously quite high in comparison to the majority of price action. So long story short, we are direction neutral. Give it another 12 hours or so for those 4 hourlies to materialize. If we get a pump signal, then I would target 44,000 to begin with and see if it runs out of steam around there. You can see how clear that is on the weekly, and I'll be looking for that to be the major resistance. I personally still think it's better to sit back and chill out. We've made so much money this last year. If we are expecting a longer, more drawn out consolidation, you don't want to get too clever trying to trade a sort of like a neutral range. That don't really make any sense to me. Buy some dips if you get them, especially this one down here around 37 to 38. Very strong support around there on the weekly. But outside of that, if we move up and even test the top of the range and go higher, it's only going to be another area for us to come back down to. And all these areas are absolutely on the chart, on the table over the next few months. Right, one last thing, if you've still got the time, I'll be looking at the stocks. We had an overheated money flow index read on the weekly. We've got one drive of bearish divergence at the moment. One more drive of that should take us down to start to consolidate. Major area on this chart is going to start around 4,600 with a view to probably come down a little lower than that. I'm not like perma bear, perma bull. I'm just trading these charts as they stand, and also the Dixie does look like it wants to break out as well on this daily. The 4 hourly is already looking quite bullish, and now we're pushing that resistance once again. If we can break it, we will, and we'll trend back up towards 105.5 thereabouts. Right, that was probably longer than 6 minutes. I hope you have a nice day. Remember, like the videos, leave a comment, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Take it easy.